Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you are super doing well. Victory of Juventus away from home 2-0 against Atalanta. I'm late, yes, but for one simple reason, because the referee decided that they had to continue to play until Atalanta equalized it, because of course, I prefer not to speak. I will paraphrase what a certain Roma coach said. I prefer not to speak, otherwise I will be in trouble. But they wanted to make sure that Atalanta was able to equalize, and instead, Juventus went for a 2-0. A game that gave me a lot of emotions. I'm super happy with a goal of Ealing Jr., a goal of Dusan Vlahovic, Karim Benzedushan, this is how I called him, because of the bandage that is giving him a lot of luck. Karim Benzedushan with a 2-0, totally deserved win for Juventus. If some people here in the chat are telling me that it's not deserved, we have a problem. Some people are telling me, Beppe, your sound is not really high in terms of level, and you are totally correct, so I will increase it now. Lower your television volume because I think that I solved the problem of low volume. Grande ragazzi, grande ragazzi, grande ragazzi, grande ragazzi. Indeed, let's go. Let me know now if the volume is better. But anyway, I'm super happy. Maximum of emotes in the chat if you want with Dusan Vlahovic, if you want with whatever you want, with a maximum of hearts, whatever, because we deserve that win. And I really wanted that win today. I really wanted that win. It was important for the ranking of Serie A. It was important for a lot of things. But we did it. 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 We did it against everyone and against everything. What a fantastic game at 12:30. What a fantastic game at 12:30 p.m. Italian time. A win like that. A win like that, and not a lot of people were believing that it was possible to do it. I see a maximum of Dusan emotes. I see also Paul Pogba 2 times on target today. He entered for 30 minutes and 30 minutes of magic of Paul Pogba. He's not yet at 100%, but the Paul Pogba that we are seeing here is giving us a lot of hope for season 23-24 with a fantastic Federico Chiesa with a counter-attack, with a Dusan Vlahovic that is scoring back-to-back games like he did in the beginning of the season after Spezia and Roma and Spezia. Here we have a new player also that is starting the first time in Serie A, Ealing Jr., first start in Serie A, but also a first goal. After him going on the ground, guys, he went on the ground, but he didn't give up. This is the mentality that we all want. People that are on the ground, but they're immediately, in a fraction of a second, are able to stand up and run, because then doppio passo. Here, step over on the ball, opening on the left side for Rabiot with a cross deflected by 100 people, and he was there. He was the one that started the thing. He was the one that believed in it, and he's also the one that is finishing it with a fantastic first 1-0. Thank you to all the people in the chat. I can't follow. You are with a lot of people. Let me check. We have Sir Raz, 3 months on the channel. Dusan closed their recent mouth. Grande Dusan, merci d'être là tous les jours, Beppe. C'est un grand plaisir. I will come back on the racist chants in a second, even if I am totally honest, I had no sound. I understood what was happening, but I didn't hear myself. But I totally understood what was happening. We condemned it against Lukaku. We are condemning it against Dusan Vlahovic. And hopefully this time somebody will say something. But anyway, this is something for later on the channel. Now we have to focus on the victory. But again, the message is clear for every single color of the skin, for every single person on earth, for every single shirt that you are wearing. We don't care. Stop racism for every single person on earth. It has to stop. It has to stop. It has to stop. We come back on that one later. We go with the message of Frosinone. Thank you for the donation, buddy. Ealing Jr. sensational, both defensive and attacking. I was scared to see possibly Ealing Jr. taking care too much on the left side defensively, like he did versus Monza in Coppa Italia when he started, because it was not his first start with first team. He did it in Coppa Italia. Today he was perfect until he had energies in his leg. Fantastic today. Not only Sir Raz extended the membership, but also Mlaggio. 16 months with us. Beppe, will there be a ban for insulting Vlahovic? Big question. Thank you for the membership. I can't answer you, but I believe it was obvious for everyone what happened on the field. Just a kind reminder for all the people that are live together with us today. If you didn't subscribe yet, Here is the count. We are that close to reach 25,000 Juventini. How can you help me? Well, if you didn't yet, please subscribe. Otherwise, you can share the channel with your friends with Juventini. Even if they are not Juventini, maybe they can become Juventini in the future. And especially, one thing that you can do is liking the video. Like. Especially after a win like today that Juventini were needing. Not only in terms of 3 points, that are moving the ranking because we are creating a gap with the fifth, that is Milan, but especially for another thing, because Juventini, they had a tough time and we needed also a performance where Juventus played 25 beautiful minutes in the first half. Then we were dominated by Atalanta, where I saw a lot of people starting to become also really angry because they remembered the last 15 minutes of that first half, but then in a fantastic, beautiful second half of Juventini. Thank you for who just subscribed and became a subscriber of the channel. 2-0 is the end score. Well, 0-2. 0-2. And guys, look at the thumbnail. If you go back and you look at the thumbnail is perfect because I've chosen today, I had that feeling of Ealing Jr. and Dusan Vlahovic. Of course, I was surprised when Dusan didn't start, but having Dusan Vlahovic and Ealing Jr., the ones that are on the thumbnail for the 2-0, is giving me a lot of joy. Old, young Pogba is almost back. Beautiful from Tinci, beautiful message. Grande Dusan from Steve Slick that changed his mind. Today he was against Milik, but he was for Dusan Vlahovic that answered what it happened. I want to see punishment for races now. Make it 25k, please. Sir Raz, the chants were really loud. Let's skip that part and come back later because we have a game to speak about. Bonjour, Beppe. Bonjour, Beppe. Ealing Jr. and Vlahovic, bravo. Rabiot, always as solid. Well, in the first half, people were saying that he was a ghost. I didn't totally agree with that because he did a fantastic work. I will also show you how the first half was and where we had some difficulties in the first half. But indeed, great second half from Steve Slick. Mandalorian, subscribe, guys. Let's see if we reach even one more. We did. 56. Grande ragazzi. Sam, ciao Beppe. Great win. Much more work needed though. Well, much more work, guys. Today we were playing with the Inform Atalanta. Grande Colo. Colo with a fantastic message to everyone. If Colo99 is asking it, guys, then we have to do it. Grande Colo. I'm super happy. I'm really happy and proud to have a guy like Colo that is doing fantastic work, that I respect a lot, that is a loyal on the channel since long. So, Grande Colo, but also thank you to everyone. Also to Dybala over the world. Let's go. Let me check a bit of your comments before giving my opinion on today's game. Rugani, man of the match. Today, in my opinion, no doubt. What a win. Well, I'm happy that Stavros is speaking about Rugani. Why am I happy? Because every time it's the same thing. We know it. It's not our favorite player. It's not a phenomenon. It's not the player that will win the Ballon d'Or. But it's already 2 years that I am defending Rugani. Why? Not only about the performance, but I am defending Rugani for the pre-game. Every time that this kid is on the predicted lineup, every single time we have people that are against him, always trying to mock him, to insult him, to saying it will be a disaster. Can you imagine having Rugani against Zapata? It will be a total disaster, and so on and so on. You know, I would love to criticize Rugani if he's not performing, but after the game, not before. I hope that today we have again a population of Juventini that maybe are opening the eyes, saying, look, Rugani, we can count on him from the bench. He's a bench player, yes, but we can count on him. Attenzione, because Serraz is partying with everyone. 5 membership offered by Serraz. He's offering them randomly to Apex, to Sasha. I'm happy for Sasha, of course. For Ferenc, and to Mario Sanchez, and also to Dragan. 5 new members thanks to our friend Serraz. Say thank you to him, like Sasha is doing in the chat. I see Juventini happy. Guys, tell me a bit before I go with my own with my own analyze of the game, the first half, the second half, the part where we suffered a lot, with all the shots that were there, with a big miss of Dusan Vlahovic, because he scored a fantastic goal, where I'm super happy about, but they did a big miss as well. And this is also something that we can't forget, the big miss of Dusan Vlahovic one-on-one with Sportiello, the goalkeeper of Atalanta. So what are your thoughts about the game of today? In the meanwhile, we have another one that is offering a membership, and it is our friend, let me check the name here, our friend Anthony Vaccaro, that is offering a membership to someone from the chat. Fantastic. To Sakis, that is just receiving that membership. You are just fantastic. And we are growing, guys. We are growing here. With when Allegri decide to stop, I will show you. Well, I will come back on that. I will come back on that later. Because Anthony Vaccaro offered also a second one. Fantastic. Today, fantastic. Fantastic. So let me check. We are at 24,962. Grande Juventini. So let me check a bit of your comments. 2 goals, 2 new members. Grazie Serraz. We need another center back to replace Alexandro. He's too slow on the ball and always goes backwards. Okay. Can we go with the best one of the game? With a poll, start a poll, man of the match. Who do I put there? I don't know. I don't know who to put. I'm curious. I don't know who to put there. Who can we put there? In the man of the match, guys. And by the way, Dragan is 1 month on the channel as a GJustjuve friend. Bravo, Juve. More of those free moves from players in second half. We are still in some kind of cramp. Nice victory, Forza Juve fino alla fine. Beautiful message and correct message. So, man of the match, guys. Ealing Jr. Hey. Ealing Jr. That's 1. Daniele Rugani. That's 2. He did a fantastic game today, Daniele. I need more of your names. Rugani. People are singing Rabiot. Let me see if we have more. Dusan, Pogba, Rabiot 100%. Szczesny with a fantastic save. Di Maria, I'm not sure. Del Baggio. Szczesny, I think Szczesny we can put there. Szczesny deserves to be there. Szczesny deserves to be there. So we have Ealing, Rugani, Szczesny. Danilo, fantastic second half. First half, I was not convinced about him. But let's put 3. Let's put 3. We agree on Szczesny. I see a lot of time Locatelli. Let's put Locatelli. Dai. So we have 4. 4 men. Ealing Jr., Rugani, Szczesny, and Locatelli. Rabiot was a beast. Second half, he was also really great. Really great. At a certain moment, he's missing a big one. He's missing a big one on counter-attack. And that's a pity, but Rabiot did really well today. So, what are your messages? Max became a member of the channel. Grandissimo, Max. Thank you, Max. Really, 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 really nice. 10 minutes of extra time today. Indeed. Too much. Too much. Good game. Result is great for GTA. Thank you for the membership. Here we are. BT, I love that we were really dangerous everywhere. A real team. I am proud. I will become a member one day. Thank you, Mr. Rakan. Pogba for DV9. Beautiful partnership, guys. Pogba, even at 30%, even of one leg, he is the best midfielder of Serie A. Beppe, Pogba quality in the midfield is so needed by this team. He is world apart from the rest of the players. This is what I was just saying. I totally agree with Steve. At the moment, Ealing Jr. is winning with 55, with Rugani at 30%. Ealing Jr., Marco Meola, good game. Our players off the bench were a different level. Allegri style is horrible, still horrible. You can tell players like Vlahovic and Klesa dislike it. Today, I don't believe that we can go on, if you're speaking about today's game, I don't believe that we can go on negativity, on looking for the negative side. Of course, we have to do better. Of course, it's not a perfect game. Of course, there were moments of the game where we suffered too much. We were risking too much, especially at the end of that first half with that moving penalty that I believe Pasalic went over the goal. Yes, of course, but I believe that today the plan of Allegri was really not bad. Look, I will try to show you the average position of the team. I don't know if we are able to do it from the first half. I'm curious, but I think it will be for the entire game. Let me check if it's possible or not. and unfortunately it's the entire game. But it's a pity, because can I show you from... I'm trying to think if I can show you first half, second half, which would be fantastic. Can I show you that? Can I show you that? Heat map. I will try to show you guys because it's really interesting to see. Probably it's not perfect, guys, but probably like this you can understand. This is Juventus from here. So on the left side to the right side, you see that Juventus was going only on the wings. Why? Because on the side of Quadrado, you see the position. This is Quadrado, guys. You had an Atalanta that was really pressing here. So that meant that actually, that's the first half, that they were really pushing on that side with Quadrado, Fagioli, and who was on the right side? And Danilo. There was a triangle of our players here. That's Rugani and Szczesny. But here there was a triangle of players that were actually paying attention to him. Here you have a Di Maria that was centrally. And then on the left side you had an Alexandro and here a Ealing Jr. So Ealing Jr. and Alexandro were doing what they had to do. Means Alexandro a bit behind, Ealing Jr. up. Okay, where we were dangerous with 66% of the time that we were trying to attack from the left. Too much predictable, where Juventus was trying to defend here. All the players, even Scalvini was super high. And you see that in the second half we changed to actually put more density into the midfield, where we try to block also centrally and going centrally. That goal of Federico Chiesa and Dusan Vlahovic is coming from a counter-attack on the center of the field. With these changes, Pogba entering to have a more stronger midfield. Well, I believe that Max Allegri today read the game really, really well. And he did really well. Of course, we could have risked with Atalanta, but Rugani, again, he was probably not even... set to play because it was Bremer that had to play. They did really well. For you, 56%, it is Ealing Jr. that deserved to be the man of the match, followed by Rugani. Guys, not bad, And then Szczesny 9% with that fantastic save. Locatelli 8% is there as well. Let me check, and then we continue with analyzing the game. Danilo should be there. I didn't like the first half of Danilo, and you know that I always try to analyze the full game. Danilo, I was not sure of the first half, but the second half especially, there were some minutes where Danilo was fantastic, blocking everything, saving Juve a lot of time. Kenan Dolovac became a member for 10 months. Ciao Juventini. So happy for Dusan and for Ealing Jr. I show you if in the meanwhile we increase. No, we still need 35 Juventini to reach 25k. Siamak, a really intelligent processed game. The referee Doveri extended the match as much as he could in hope that Atalanta would equalize, but hit in the back with Dusan scoring his second goal in 2 games. I believe, that indeed they were trying to make sure that Atalanta would score, that they would equalize, and instead they actually, it's a moment, It's a moment, because I see Peniel Jerry that is saying Dusan Vlahovic, he gained in momentum, in confidence. Well, if we finish the game with a 1-0, with a win, you have a fantastic start that is Ealing Jr. that is up there. Mentally, the guy, first start in Serie A, 3 points like Fagioli. You remember versus Lecce, Fagioli that from there, the career in professional divisions in Serie A of Fagioli started. That goal of Lecce that gave him the 3 points. Well, today, if you go with a 1-0, it's all on Ealing Jr. and it's great. Today, with a 1-1, Ealing Jr. would be happy, of course, but a 1-1 is not a 1-0 victory. Dusan Vlahovic, if it's over with 1-0, the team would have partied, they would be happy, but Dusan Vlahovic probably would have thought all the days before Sevilla of that one-on-one miss with Sportiello. And you know that when Dusan Vlahovic is thinking and overthinking too much, mentally, that's not the best that you can give. It's not the best gift for Dusan Vlahovic to let him think for the entire days before another game about a big miss. The fact that Doveri, like Siamak is saying, made sure that we extended the game as long as possible, and that Dusan Vlahovic is able to control that ball in a fantastic way, and then with his left foot going on the first post, surprising, because everyone is thinking there you go on the second post. well, scoring that 2-0 in that way, you're ultra boosting the confidence of the Dusan Vlahovic. So in a way, we can say thank you to Doveri that unconsciously gave even more power to Dusan. Amazing referee, Sam. But actually, that's the consequence. Edza, the extra time is for Dusan Vlahovic. Ryan, qualification for Champions League safe. Not yet. Wait, these are the words of Ealing Jr., by the way. No, I was thinking it was a message from Ryan, but it's the words of Ealing. Qualification, not yet. We have to finish at high level and think only about the next game. Do we have possibly the ranking of Serie A? I want to watch it on La Lega. Let me check. So we have here. What is happening? Guys, what is happening? What is happening? Mamma mia, sono un ultra bianconero. What did just happen here? From Australia, Ricardo offered 20 memberships. 20 memberships on the channel offered by Rick Aussie 77. I will take away the sound for a bit, but guys, 1 is beautiful. Even 0 are beautiful. Just your presence is fantastic, but when you have someone like Ricardo that is offering 20 memberships to Juventini, guys. You know what it shows? How difficult the season was for Juventus. How difficult it was for all of us. How much we needed, we wanted a win today. How much we needed also to have Dusan Vlahovic back on goal, to have a young player like Ealing Jr. entering in the right moment, managed really well by Allegri. You can say whatever you want, management perfect here. You play him when you think that he's ready, and today he was ready to do both offensive and defensive side. And deciding the game until the 100th minute where it was 1-0 with the 3 points. Thank you to Ricardo. Fantastic, Ricardo. Really appreciate it. Maybe it's a anticipated gift to celebrate nearly 25,000 Juventini on the channel that we will hit, I'm sure, in the next coming days. At the moment, we are with 24,968. Max Allegri is in front of it, but 24,968. We are close there. Thank you, Rick. I don't know what else I can say. Thank you, Rick. Oliver Yavet, thank you, my friend. Ealing Jr. should get more passes. What a baller. How much was he involved, Ealing Jr.? We will check. Ealing Jr. was today involved with 40 balls touched. 40 balls touched by Ealing Jr. 18 times he did a pass, because when he's in possession of the ball, he's touching the ball a lot. 18 passes, 70% pass accuracy. In final third, 11 passes with 73%. You see, a lot of time we are under the 70% pass accuracy in final third. The young kid, he knows what to do with the ball up front. He knows what to do, and he's doing it up front, and that's just fantastic. Then, if you're looking at the other side, Angel Di Maria, 46 balls touched as well. So it's not that there is a big difference there. Juan Cuadrado, but he played a lot more defensively today, 72 times. So he's touching a lot. Well, I believe that we managed also Ealing Jr. as we should, because in the first half, I was even scared to see him too many times touching the ball. And that can be a problem, because what we did with Kostic in certain moments was, you remember, give the ball to Kostic and cross and we will see. Or last year, ball to Cuadrado and inshallah. You remember these kind of things that we were all repeating on the channel. So I'm not sure that you have to insist too much, but preferably go on the left, go on the right, go centrally. But yes, he's a baller. He's a baller, and I'm happy because I was expecting the performance from Ealing Jr. for the first minute of the game. I was really waiting for Ealing Jr. from the first minute. Why? because I saw him a lot of time that, and his big weakness is the not being consistent, not always being consistent. That has been a problem for him in the game, but also from the start of the game. And that's why I said I'm not in a rush to see Ealing Jr. starting. He will be there when he need, and all credit also to Max Allegri today, because we can criticize him how much we want, but it's not the first time that in big games he's launching these young kids. In a derby, he's launching Barrenechea from the first minute. Do you remember? Inter, he's launching Sule from the first minute. Napoli is launching, what's the name? Sule a second time. Today versus Atalanta is launching Ealing Jr. So in terms of risks, guys, we can say that he did not bad in launching these young players when they are ready. Regardless of the moment, regardless of the game, of the importance of the game, they are real part of the first team. And I believe that we can really say grande on that part of the management of Max Allegri. It's true that in the past, not always he was taking his chances, but today against Atalanta, he could have said, we continue again a bit more with our friend Kostic. He played Sevilla, and then the next game we let Kostic play. Or he could have played Ealing Jr. against Lecce. Today he's not doing it. Thank you to Steve Slick. Forza Dusan, Forza Dusan, Forza Dusan, Forza Dusan. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Really, really appreciate it. And here we are increasing, and Juventini are going crazy. They are taking the phones of all the friends. We are at 71. We missed 29 Juventini to make history on the channel. 25 is a really beautiful target, guys. 25 is a fantastic one. Thank you, Rick. Fantastic community. We continue to read. Ryan S. Juventus have won 21 games without conceding a goal in all competition in 22-23. Among the teams of the Big Five leagues in all competition, only Barca and Manchester United have done better than the Bianconeri. Beautiful stats. Hash, Beppe, do you agree? Our players need more time together, especially the first 11. You can see the lack of chemistry in passing, positioning, and switching rules. I think we need to improve. Of course, I totally agree with you. Because again, it's the 102nd different starting lineup that we had. Of course, these numbers are changing a bit. If we are looking at, sometimes you have the exact same lineup, but it's the goalkeeper that is changing. But of course, we never had, because that's a stat that is not lying. The problem is that we had so many injuries. And when you have players injured, the other ones need to do an effort that when the injury comes back, well, you make the other rest. But of course, I totally agree. We should find a way to play 2-3 games with the same exact lineup. Then, in another hand, if we probably had, like other teams, always the same 100% lineup, probably we would never have seen Ealing Jr. this season. Because if we can say that Sule, Fagioli, and Miretti were there to be the first one on the field, promoted to the first team, well, probably we would never have seen the other ones playing. Ealing Jr., Barrenechea, and so on and so on. I guys have a lot of emotions today, but a lot of people are writing, so let me check. You have Anthony Quintero, 18 months with us. Perfect Sunday. Our boys win and Beppe beats 25. Not sure if we beat 25 yet, but that the boys won, yes. And that you were a member of for 80 months, absolutely yes. Thank you, Anthony Quintero, for 18 months with us. New subscribers like Attika Wirautami, that became also a member today, and that's a special day today. Thank you. Anthony Isgro, Max has done a great job of launching our kits. Grande Max. What's the number of subscribers? I can show you. If Allegri goes away, wait, because something else happened in the meanwhile. Let me check, because something crazy happened as well. Well, at the moment, we have 24,971, but Anthony Quintero, he said, you know what, I don't care. Instead of asking for the numbers of subscribers, I will increase the members of the channel, because he just offered 10 memberships on the channel. Guys, today you are in full form. We have 269 likes. We have 38 new members on the channel, 10 offered by Anthony Quintero, to Michael Raso, Matthew Fenech, to Radovan, to Igor Todorovic, Gianluca Aiuto, Yassin Elias, Danas Music, Hardy, Gianluca, John Doe, Abesh. Mamma mia, what happened? You're totally crazy, guys. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. We will analyze the game in a second. So give me a second. LJJ is parting. Del Baggio. Beautiful claps. I want to see more of Barbieri. Well, Barbieri is a good one. Why? Because Barbieri, he will be now member of the channel. Barbieri will be now, I believe, until the end of the season, first team player. Why? Because the season of the next gen just stopped. Because unfortunately, De Sciglio is injured, but here you have Kenan Dolovac that also said, you know what, let me participate to the party as well, offering 10 memberships to people on the chat. Guys, we didn't even reach 25k. We didn't even reach 25k, guys. Kenan Dolovac, 10 new guys. You know, in this moment like that, I don't know how to react. I feel a bit shy. I feel a bit shy because I don't know what to say, guys. Today I wanted to party with you 25. If we reach them, we didn't yet. The beautiful win of Atalanta is helping, huh? Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I don't know what to say. I will, guys. I will. Okay. Can we speak about football a bit? Abab, 10 months with us. The good Dusan is back. I told you to be patient. Okay. That's a good question. Is Dusan Vlahovic back? Is Dusan Vlahovic back? Because T-Bone, I need to say thank you to T-Bone as well. T-Bone became a member of the channel here. T-Bone, GJust family, my friend, from South Africa. Marcello, people today, they don't want me to speak about football. Marcello, 5 new memberships offered. You know, you're not even giving me the time to show you that we, not yet, 18 new. We miss how much? No, 28. 28 new Juventini to reach 25. Grande Marcello, the messages in the chat. But then you have Rick from Australia, South Africa, Belgium, Australia, from all around the world. Rick, 20 more. Hey guys, there are days like that where it's just incredible. Rick the Legend, Oliver is saying Rick the Legend, crazy today. Oh, what an afternoon. Juventini, you're crazy. I wanted to speak about football, but you decided to make people happy. Mamma mia, Riccardo. Riccardo, Marcello, T-Bone that became a member, Kenan, Anthony Quintero. Juve Pulse is asking, because then he will be angry. Juve Pulse is Beppe, do you have any thoughts about the game? I would love to, but guys, if I'm not even saying thank you, then it starts to be really difficult. No, I don't believe Dusan Vlahovic will quit. I don't believe that Dusan Vlahovic will quit. Thank you to whoever gave you the membership. Elias is there as well with beautiful hearts. Prof from Brazil, Lucas Villar. Ciao Beppe, how long, my friend? It's long time ago. Szczesny and Danilo, what a defensive beast. The old Allegri Juve today. A smart Juventus. A smart Juventus that played, according to me, really smart. How they needed to do it. I will tell you one thing. I want to rewatch the game again later. That's how much I was happy about the game of today. Except of 20 minutes into the first half. The end 20 minutes of the last first half. Why? Because we were dominated. We were really dominated. But on the other side, guys, while I was speaking on the channel of Juve, I said one thing super important. I said, Juventus, and let's not lie, we don't have 90 minutes in our legs. In the moments where we are suffering, it's important to not concede, but it's also important that Juventus don't drop down too much. And that's why I didn't want in the second half to see immediately Kostic for Ealing Jr. Because doing that, Kostic for Ealing Jr., you would have dropped back too much with Ealing, with Kostic, with Cuadrado, and forming that 5-man defense. Today, if there is a tactical thing that you really have to remember, thank you, Stefan. Thank you, Stefan. One thing is sure is that you have to remember that today, instead with that 3-man defense of going with 5 men and suffering Atalanta, Juventus said, you know what, we go and we play. We do our game in the first half, also in the second one. Then, of course, when you score, of course, you have to defend in an Atalanta that is playing with so many men extra to try to go and to equalize that game, which was really hard. Epeniel is saying, Beppe, the changes that our coach did were perfect. I agree. I was, of course, a bit hesitant about the starting lineup. Bremer, not at 100%. I totally understand. Let me speak 1 second about why not. Thank you, Stefan, by the way. Why not Gatti? I will try to explain you tactically why not Gatti. You prepare the game with the Brazilian defense. Bremer in the middle with... maybe I can show you with a tactical pad. I can show you with the tactical pad. That will be a bit easier to understand what happened today and why we had these last-minute changes. So if we are opening the tactical pad of yesterday, wait, let me do something so that we can really see. So that's how we lined up yesterday, okay? And we said, attenzione, with Ealing Jr. from the start, the danger could be that that Ealing Jr. will need to do also the defensive phase, offensive and defensive, and that's a big curiosity. But except of that, the lineup looked really well. Then, if Bremer is not at 100% and you take him away, you could possibly play, like a lot of people are saying, with Gatti. But Gatti is not a leader of that 3-man defense centrally. Gatti can play here. If you play with Gatti, you can't play with Danilo here. You can't play you can't play with Alexandro here. This is impossible because Gatti, that's his position in a 3-man defense. He can play in 2-man defense with a 4-man defense in the back, but not here centrally. And that's why Gatti didn't play today. That's why we preferred to be here. That means that Bonucci, he has no 2 games in his legs in a row because he played last game. And that's why you go with a Rugani. You go with a Rugani here. And according to me, this is also a sign of trust to Rugani, to show him that in that position, he is one that if Bonucci is not there, if Bremer is not there, we can count on him, whatever team he's playing. So congratulations to Rugani on that position. Then you have a Vlahovic probably with a bit of annoyment in terms, we know it, the growing pain. And you play with Milik. Milik that did, for me, quite okay when he played. Let me try to find Milik. Where is Milik? Where is Milik? Where is Milik? Here he is. So that's the starting lineup. No, I believe that the starting lineups were great. But in the meanwhile, we have to say thank you to Brian. Because here it's not stopping, guys. Brian offered 5 memberships on the channel. Grande, Brian. Thank you. Really, really, really appreciate it from Brian. Thank you. I don't know to who he offered them because you know it's random. So I can't even check this time because it's... Yeah, he offered them to Animesh, to Juve Igar, to Van de Palma, Vittorio Pavone, Helicopter. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Really, really well. Really appreciate it. Mario saying Beppe is really happy today. But I'm happy for Juve, guys. And I'm happy for the Juventini because we really needed that win. But now, make me a pleasure, before we continue to speak about football. I really want to speak about football once, guys. put a maximum of emotes. All the people, we are with so many members now on the channel. Use these emotes, guys. Use these emotes, whatever, the one that you prefer. Use them. Maximum. The maximum of emotes. The one that you prefer. Your preferred one. Your preferred one. Go with it. And in the meanwhile, I show you that we are at 24,973. We missed 27 to reach 25k. And look at that. We are with a lot of people. Grande ragazzi. Oliver Yaveti showed for Pogba. Federico Chiesa is in the chat with the fire Beppe. Angel Beppe for Van de Palma. Bobo with the heart. Look at that. So many people. Brian with the Dusan Vlahovic one. Ferras with the Paul Pogba. Anthony Quintero as well. Hazard, fire Beppe. Chiellini with Oliver. Fantastic. Fantastic. I can't follow, guys. Fantastic. Okay. Can we now take a break on that and go back to the game of football of today? Hey, we can't. We can't because Animeshi decided to become a member right now. I think that I lost the message of Ron Rusitano, and I go back on the message of Ron. Ron, what did you wrote? What did you write, Ron Rusitano? Let me try to go back as far as possible. Yeah, I found it, luckily. Ron, thank you, my friend. Pogba was a huge spark. Okay, let's speak about Paul Pogba. Let's speak about Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba is Paul Pogba, guys. What do you want me to say? Wait, I will show you Paul Pogba in a second. The game of Paul Pogba. The game of Paul Pogba. Wait, maybe we have to do it like that. Okay. Finally, we can speak a bit about football. So, Paul Pogba in stats. Let's go with the heat map first of Paul when he entered. Look, Paul Pogba, direction of play here, gave some support defensively, but Paul Pogba was everywhere. This is where Paul Pogba touched the ball. Paul Pogba did today 20 touches. 20 touches in the minutes that he had at disposal in 30 minutes. I saw a Paul Pogba in the beginning of the game that was not 100% confident because he has the possibility to go on target and he decides not to do it. He decides to be super generous and give that ball for that assist for Di Maria. The assist is beautiful. The assist is fantastic. But then I'm like, okay, it's beautiful, but here, Paul, you have to go with your right foot. Instead of that magic, fantastic, beautiful assist for Di Maria, you have to go with your right foot and you have to close it. You have to go. And he's not doing it. And even if I was super happy to see him and that vision, because it's beautiful, I want to Paul Pogba that he's going with a shot on target. And that's where I say he's not at 100%. But the game continues and Paul Pogba is going on that fantastic assist of Angel Di Maria with his left foot. Guys, I screamed so much at that moment, but really screaming because I was like, now it's goal, now it's goal. Unfortunately, it was not, but Paul Pogba in a few minutes is changing the game. Paul Pogba is entering and he's doing crazy things. And then he's going also with a shot from the distance. What is he giving to me? It's actually giving me the confidence that Pogba also mentally is growing. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing, because how much did we miss a Paul Pogba? Vision, skills, being confident of when he has the ball, he's doing the right thing. Like Fagioli, I can already tell you, Pogba 27 minutes were bigger than the Atalanta midfield. I agree, but also about more than all the other Serie A team. Guys, Paul Pogba is from another class. Oh, okay, he managed it really bad, the surgery, he had to go for it. But a Paul Pogba that wants revenge for next season. Now I can tell you already who will play the game in the midfield against Sevilla. Locatelli, Rabiot. They rested nearly 90 minutes, if not more than 90 minutes like Rabiot against Lecce. Today, after 30 minutes, you have a Fagioli that is resting. These are the three that are starting the game against Sevilla. Sevilla that played their last game on the 4th of May, and they will play the next game against us We played today, and on Thursday we play again. So we have one more game in the legs, and that's why it was important to rest, to manage the energies. Vlahovic resting today. I think at the end we saw how he entered. It's a great one. It's a fantastic one because he will have the energies. Milik that is coming back. Ealing Jr. in an ultra-confident moment. So what I believe, and hopefully later we can see 75, so that we miss only 25 to reach 20k, 25k, but I believe that next game we will see that. Wait, I believe that next game we see, of course, it depends on the physical conditions of the players, obviously. But I believe that Oregani will go out. I believe that we will see these men with Bremer. That we will see Kostic here. And Vlahovic starting. This is the starting lineup against Sevilla. I'm nearly sure. Thank you to Sami Tamburello that became a member on the channel. Grande Sami. Really appreciate it, my friend. But also to Sarah Rauf that just subscribed to the channel. Thank you. So this should be the starting 11 against Sevilla. Gatti could potentially start. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right, guys. Sorry, guys. Probably we'll see this. Yeah, I agree. You're right, guys. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, it's true. Sandro was not the best one today. If we can go with one that was not perfect, it was Sandro. He did some good things, a few things, but not enough. Absolutely not enough. Yeah, I agree, guys. You're right. You're right. That can be the starting lineup. If Bremer is not able, then we go with Bonucci. Bonucci that played 499 games with Juventus, looking for the fifth one, but not yet. But that can be the starting lineup against Sevilla. An important game. Bonucci did really well against Lecce. But that's also something. Bonucci did well against Lecce. Rogani did well against Atalanta. Even if Bremer is not there, we can count on some players centrally that are there. The problem is on the wings. Without De Sciglio, now you have a Barbieri that is there. And that's why Ealing Jr. will not go to the Under-20 World Cup. He will stay because probably they talk and they said, you will have your chance. Be patient. You have to be ready for the up and down, for starting a game, and you will receive your chance. And today it's not a mystery that when these Under-20 call-up are arriving, he says, I will remain until the end of the season with Juve, which is a really, really, really great one. Because I believe that we will continue to see Ealing Jr. from the start or from the bench, whatever, but we have a player that is with confidence. Fagioli scored. Soule scored. Ealing Jr. scored today. We are just missing one. It's Miretti that scored, but unfortunately, it was disallowed the last time. Edza, 358 on the chat. Who hasn't subbed in this channel yet? Not yet. We will arrive there. Ealing for Kostic. Bonucci did super against Lecce. We spoke about it at Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio headquarters. It's now a bad mood because of the win of Juve. So let's go in what we were about to speak like 30 minutes ago. Antonio Veljanovski is saying Miretti will score soon. Hopefully. That would be great. Thomas Makluf, I would start Rugani ahead of Bonucci. Sevilla are quick and Rugani might be faster than Bonucci. It's not an unpopular opinion. I prefer, of course, to start with Bremer. But if Bremer is not at 100%, you are not wrong. Especially if Locatelli is playing. I have no problem with Bonucci when Locatelli is not playing. Locatelli plus Bonucci, I'm not a big fan of that. Second place for Juve. What is important... Guys, I tell you, second, third, fourth, does it change a lot? Unfortunately not. Or you're first, or it doesn't change. The prestige and whatever you want to, yes. But anyway, important is finishing in the top 4. Then, of course, finishing second would be much better. But if you're looking, it's securing the top 4. We have 4 games to go. We have now 5 points over Milan. And we have 1 game against Milan in our home. That will be decisive probably for the top 4. Look, I will tell you the 4 games that remain in Serie A. we have Cremonese, Empoli, Milan, Udinese. These are the 4 games in Serie A. Cremonese, Empoli, Milan, Udinese. The Milan game can be decisive in Serie A. If you're looking at the ranking, can be. Of course, you have an Atalanta and Roma that both of them lost yesterday and today against us and against Inter, that are now at 8 points. 8 points. Everything can happen. Nothing is closed yet. Inter, it's good to keep them away at 3 points. Because also they were out. It's strange because the Milan teams were out. Lazio, they have a really tough calendar. If you're looking at Lazio calendar, look, Lazio is risking now. Lazio is really risking in the run of the top 4. I don't care about them as long as we are in. But the 4 games that they have to play, even if they have no other competition, it's Lecce, Udinese, Cremonese, Empoli. No. On paper, they're fighting against a team that needs to save themselves. Cremonese needs to save them. Lecce, no easy for the teams. No easy at all for the teams. Anyway, we need to focus on ourselves, but our games are not easy at all. And Cremonese today won. It's between the 2 games of Sevilla. Then you have Empoli. Milan is a tough game in our home. Dusan needs to keep that handband. It works. Well, today I called him Karim Benzedushan. And it worked. I said he will score today. He did. He did. Thomas, remember when we used to get 66 points in February and not May? We will be back soon. Thomas is bringing everyone on earth. And he's right to do so. We know that the season has been horrendous, has been really difficult, with big responsibility on Max Allegri, big responsibility on the fitness staff, big responsibility on the injuries, big responsibility on some players that were not giving what they needed to give, big responsibility on the management without Mercato, big responsibility of the field, 15 points out, 15 points back. A disaster of a season. Champions League out. As you say, Thomas, there used to be a time where we had 66 points in February and we ended with 102 points, with 91 points, with 95, with 98. So, yeah, it is. And I believe that it's already a miracle if today we are able to qualify to the top 4, and we have 2 solutions, or via Europa League or in top 4 of Serie A. What can you tell me, guys, what you enjoyed the most of today's game? Mamma mia, 25. We need 25 to reach 25. Hashtag 25 for 25. 25 for 25. What is the thing that you enjoyed the most today? Jimmy saying you can't enjoy the past. You can't change the past. Look at the future. MF, if we get top 4, do you think UEFA will let us? That's another story. That's another story that I don't know today, and nobody knows today. But we have to have no regrets. Look, it's really simple, huh? No, 26 or 25 now. Well, no regrets. That's the big goal for Juve today. Because if you are in Champions League on the field and they take it away from you, well, on the field you have no regrets. If you're out of the top 4, it's a disaster. Also because you know it, huh? If someone, if you qualify to Champions League, and anyway they take away that Champions League qualification in Europe from you, that means that the next time that you qualify, and you go there. If you don't qualify and they take away that qualification to Europe, that means that it counts only from the moment that you qualify to Europe. So better to keep, we have to qualify. We have to qualify on the field. Then out of the field, let's see what will happen. I thought today a lot about our friends from Indonesia, from all over the place, all over the world, like Andar Sofian that is telling us, Beppe, today I enjoy the timing of the game. We know it. It's an important one. In Indonesia, big community that are following the game. A lot of time they are waking up at 1 a.m., at 3 a.m. to follow Juventus. Today they were able to watch a Juve game at a reasonable time. So I'm Indonesia, Australia. A bit more tough for the people that are living in US that had to wake up super early, 6:30 p.m. to watch Juve. You are fantastic. You are champions. I don't know if you will reach 25 today because sometimes you have like 2 accounts that are subscribing, then some are leaving. Anyway, we are close. Huh? We are really close. We are really close. Seferin is still bitter about Agnelli. Yeah, it's true, MF. Juve players managed to not let their frustration today show too much, only forwards in the end. What about the stats of today's Juventus? I'm really curious about the stats as well because I didn't really check them. End of the game. Well, ball possession at the end for Atalanta, but it was sure and they were pressing a lot. Aerial duels won for them, but the total duels won for Juve. A lot of corners, too much corners for Atalanta that was not able to score them. We were much more precise than a lot of games, especially up front. 74% pass accuracy today. We saw a lot of time under the 70, which is absolutely not acceptable. Huh? Attenzione, because we have a beautiful message from Ryan that is saying, Beppe, apparently there is Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio that called Juventus to show solidarity to Juventus for the racist chants. This is il minimo. Beautiful message from Pescara with no to racism, condemning it. That's what we have to do, all of us. Look, that's beautiful. That was the thumbnail that I chose, huh? Vlahovic and our friend Ealing Jr. That's a beautiful message. You know, I was thinking, you know, already I have put Di Maria and Vlahovic last game. I wanted to take away Vlahovic to give the space to someone else, but I said, no, I really want Dusan Vlahovic. No, I'm really thinking about it. When I'm doing the thumbnails, I always think, I really want to do something. I try to do something great and finding prediction. That's me. I don't know what was I saying here. Ciao Beppe, forza Juve fino alla fine. Hello Beppe. Beppe, te amo, mamma guevo. Thank you, Angelo. Ciao Beppe, forza Juve fino alla fine. Hello Beppe. Nice. Nice, good one. Nicolo Schira. What is he saying? Gasperini. Racist chants against Vlahovic at Atalanta. Wait, let me translate it so that I can just read it. Racist chants at Vlahovic at Atalanta. Many players of that ethnic group like Pasalic and Jim City play. Warning. Sometimes it's not racist, but the insults are for the other reasons. They are insults like piece of... I can, you know, guys, I can understand the logic of Gasperini saying sometimes they use it. Not the reason is not for racism, but it is to insult. I can understand the logic of Gasperini, but guys, you can't say that in front of microphones. You can't say that. Don't try to excuse anything. On that moment, you have. I understand what he's saying, yeah, because he's trying to explain, Gasperini, not me. He's trying to explain people are using it as piece of, you know, like an insult. But on that moment, Gasperini, no. On that moment, Gasperini, you go in front of microphones. If you receive the question, you say, we as Atalanta, we are condemning every act of racism against whatever color of the shirt, against whatever color of the skin, against whatever thing. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. Pepe, te amo, mamma guevo. Thank you, Angelo. Well, I don't know, guys. Anyway, Mario Sanchez. Ferras. No, yeah, you have to pay attention. Because at that moment, you really need to take one decision. And you say, no. Whatever, however, we don't care. We go with one straight line against everything. No, you can't. Because then if you start saying, yes, but it is because, and it is because, attention, what is happening? Oh! Oh, 5. Hey, I turned my head. 5 new. 20 to go. $19. The referee was not good today, Peniel. We won, but the referee was not good. I didn't like the referee today, especially not in the first half. I really didn't like him. Transfer ID, Alexandro out, Pau Torres in. Let's first qualify to Champions League, and then we can really, really make big steps in who we want as a coach, as a sporting director, as assistant for the sporting director, as really players. Today you can have some interest. You can go towards Pau Torres and saying, look, we want you. Okay, the condition is Champions League. And I believe that for the first time, in a long time, we are looking at really great names. Not the big money players, but intelligent names. Where you need them, in what position. If we hear about Grimaldo, Pau Torres, Mazraoui, even Fratesi, or Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, having back Rovella. Yesterday we heard about Greenwood. You can like or not off the field, but let's speak only on the field. Well, these kind of players, they are going in a way, in a 4-3-3. In a 4-3-3 with a clear structure on the field, intelligent transfer market with players that are filling in the gaps where we need, with fresh legs, with a Barbieri on the right side. Imagine, Barbieri, Mazraoui on the right. Guys, Barbieri, Mazraoui on the right. On the left side, you have Grimaldo and Gambiaso. Pau Torres, Bremer. But on top of that, you have a Gatti playing in a 4-man defense. You have a Rugani or a Bonucci. You have men there in defensive line. I don't know if Bonucci will continue with Juve or maybe win. You know, it would be beautiful for Bonucci. This is me. It would be beautiful for Bonucci to go with winning the Europa League, and then saying, thank you, Juve. That would be a dream. That would be a dream. Juventus, Bonucci, you win the Europa League, you give the cup to Bonucci and Danilo, both of them lifting it in the air. One side for Bonucci, one side for Danilo, in the air, and Bonucci is leaving. And you have, in your center defense, Bremer, Pau Torres, Gatti, Rugani, 4 men. In case of need, you have next-gen players that you can use on the left and on the right. We already spoke. You have certainties, Mazraoui, Grimaldo, and you have 2 players behind them, Barbieri, Cambiaso. On top of that, in the middle, you have Pogba at full form from the start of the season, Locatelli, Fagioli, Miretti, Rovella, and you can add one. If you can add Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, I'm not saying no. If you have to take Fratesi, I'm not saying no. And you have a beautiful midfield. If on top you have a Federico Chiesa, an Ealing Jr., Kostic, let's say Kostic and Ealing Jr. on the left, 4-3-3. That can change in a 3-5-2 when needed. Kostic and Ealing. On the right side you have Greenwood and Chiesa without Di Maria because you stop his contract. On top you have Moiskin, Milik and Vlahovic. Guys, we are speaking about a beautiful lineup. 15 to 25. We are there. This is a beautiful lineup, but the lineup that makes sense. A lineup that makes sense. How much do you need to pay? Greenwood, not a lot. Manchester United, it's over there. It's over there. Okay, it's not playing since a year. You will need time, but you have a Federico Chiesa. You see? Why it's logic, why it makes sense on the field, guys. I'm not speaking about off-the-field topics, on the field. Chiesa that is back, waiting for Greenwood. Field, it makes sense. Then, if you're speaking about the left, Ealing Jr., that is even more a 4-3-3 player than Kostic. And Kostic, you even have some players like Sule, you have a Barrenechea, you know. Of course, some will go on loan, and you can't play with everyone. You have a Mulazzi. Guys, you are doing it. We were speaking about how much you need to pay. Not a lot, honestly, not a lot. Grimaldo for free. Mazraoui, they bought him for free, so they will not sell him at 100 million euro. For 25, 30 million, I believe you can go for it. Pau Torres, 1 year of contract, close of 50. You can go with the 30 million. Look, 30 million for Pau Torres. 25 for Mazraoui. Plus the other ones for free. You already fixed your defense. Alexandro is leaving. Cuadrado is leaving. Maybe Bonucci leaving. On top, in the midfield, of course, you will have to deal with a Zakaria, a McKennie, Arthur that are coming, a Rabiot that will not extend. So you are losing a lot of people there. Barrenechea maybe on loan. So that's what I wanted to say. Then our friend Risencross went with a message. Beppe, Chiesa looked annoyed that Vlahovic did not pass and took the shot himself. Do you feel like that was karma for Chiesa not passing last time? But karma, I don't know about karma in that situation. I believe that Vlahovic did really well. Then Chiesa, sometimes we have to understand the moment. We have some players, and probably that has caused us some problems this season. A lot of players that needs to prove themselves something. Rabiot needed to prove to himself that he was a world-class player. Federico Chiesa that is back that wants to prove himself that's still the same player. Vlahovic that is still the same player, that is still competing with Haaland in his mind, a lot of players may be thinking individually. When we are listening to the words of Max Allegri, he said something really important. It's not the first time. He's repeating something in press conference. He says, pay attention, guys. No individual objectives until the 4th, maybe even until the 5th of June. We don't care about the individual performances. We care about one thing, on the field objectives as a team, not individual objectives. Not individual objectives. And maybe that's also a message that he's sending to Chiesa, to Dusan Vlahovic, maybe also to Pogba, to all the players that want to prove themselves something, that they are still at the level, that are still there. So, no. So, thank you for the donation, Rising Cross. It's a good one, and then I didn't see the reaction of Chiesa. Why? Because I was celebrating like a crazy. I was so angry with the 100 minutes injury time that he gave to Atalanta to let them score. I understand that I was thinking 4 was correct. He gave 5. I thought it was 1 minute too much, but anyway, he gives 5 too much. Then there were the racist chants where they stopped the game. I think it lasted for 1 minute 30, 2 minutes. Then you go to 97, not 200. Where? How? You go to 100 minutes. I really didn't understand. And he didn't want to whistle. So, no, I'm happy about that, guys, that we won today. I was angry. Then I was so much celebrating that I didn't see the reaction of Chiesa. Then, Chiesa, that is angry, we know it. We also asked him on the channel, please, Chiesa, don't think too much about yourself at the moment. Vlahovic entered well today, even without the goal. Yeah, but that big miss. Vlahovic, we have to talk, That big miss, Vlahovic, we have to talk. Honestly. Because they go in counter-attack and they hit the post, you can't miss. Okay? You can't miss. You can't miss. Again, I believe, and we said it earlier, maybe some people, they just joined and they didn't hear it, but I will repeat it. Guys, I believe that the referee decision to extend the game as long as Atalanta would score benefited for Juve. Not only because we scored that second goal and we closed the game, but because if we close at 1-0, Dusan Vlahovic, he will dream and having nightmares until the game of Sevilla because he missed that goal on one-on-one with Sportiello. And he will think about it. And he will think. While now he scores that goal, and what a goal. It looks like a free kick, on that first post, perfect. Now he's even ultra boosted. Guys, he will not take away the bandage. He will not take away the bandage. I said it, Karim Benzedushan. Our friend AJ, he was waiting for Atalanta to score. Yeah, but that's the reality, I mean, as a forward, you need to have you need to be a bit selfish. Yeah, I agree. A lot of great forwards were like that. Of course, there is a line for that. But I agree, as a striker, you have to go on goal. But there, what can you say? Well, how can you be angry at Vlahovic that is closing the game? Because if he's not scoring that second goal, we continue until the 130 minute. Yeah, at a certain moment, with that 2-0, the referee gave up. He said, hey, guys, I tried. It's not working. I tried. It's not because of me. It's because of you. You see? Hey, Steve Cano was angry as well. Me as well. Maharaj, what this ref. You know that I don't like insults on the channel, but you have both goal scorers in your team. But yeah, it's of course, I knew it. I felt it. I knew it. 13 to 25. 13 to 25. We need a hand bandage emoji, Beppe. I don't know if Aman is still alive because he's working a lot recently. But if Aman is there, the bandage, guys, I think we deserve a bandage. Chiesa getting pissed off for a moment is a good sign. He wants to take the shot. Benzovic, beautiful. Benzovic wants to shoot too. We need that ferocity in front of goal. Yeah, 12 to go. 12 to go. Mamma mia. Will we reach it today? Nirai, these early games in the weekends are excellent. Yeah. Even if, guys, it's like 4 p.m. I didn't eat nothing today, so I start to be really angry. Everyone was angry. Allegri, especially Gianluca. Fagioli don't look 100% for the last games. No, I liked Fagioli, guys. I really liked Fagioli. I believe he rested for one reason, because we have Sevilla the next one, and also to give some minutes to Pogba. Also for Sevilla, guys, it's not easy. And now seeing that also there, Pogba is there. Yeah, also for them, it's not an easy one. No, I'm not fasting, but the game was at 12:30. I started my live at 12 p.m., so it's already 4 hours of live consecutively. It was so early, I am angry now. Nirai, my friend, mamma mia, 11 to go. I want to close the live, but I think we can assist to something incredible. I'm scared. You know what? I'm scared that I close and we reach the 25 while I'm not live. I'm scared. These early games on weekends are excellent. Thank you for your message, Nirai. Juventus fed you good. Yeah, that's true. Ramadan is over, Beppe. It's also true. Abai, thank you for your donation, my friend. Beppe, fasting until 25k. Let's go. 12 more. 11 more now. Beppe, you can get a pizza. And then you can get a pizza. But, 10 more. What is happening? Attenzione. 10 more. I don't know if we will reach them or not, I don't know. We are far, 10 is a lot, 10 means you go, you take the phones of your parents, of your girlfriend, of your kids, or whoever, and you say we subscribe. 9 to go. I don't know if it will happen, I don't know, maybe it's too far. 9 is a lot, guys. 9 is a lot. 9 is really a lot, 9, I don't know. 8 to go. If we reach 5 with the countdown, first of all, let me say thank you to Kaspar that offered a membership to the channel. 6 to go, mamma mia. If we reach 5, I put again the suspense music and we check live. No, now we are really close. At 9, I was about to close. I didn't believe in it. Continue until 25. Beppe is the message of Maric that is there since 12 months. Attenzione, because now we are here. 5 to go. 4 to go. 3 to go. No! 2 to go. No! 2 to go. The pizza is getting closer. The message of Abai. 1 to go. Eh sì! Eh sì, Juventini! Sì! 25,002 Juventini on the channel. This is exceptional. I was absolutely not expecting it. Honestly, now I was expecting maybe this evening or maybe next morning or whatever, but we had. And still continuing with 25,004 people Juventini on the channel. I was absolutely not expecting. Thank you to Ealing Jr. Thank you to Dusan Vlahovic. Thank you to Juventus to win. But especially thank you to all the Juventini that suddenly decided to take all the phones from everyone and reaching 25,000. This is 25% of the next objective. That is 100,000 Juventini on the channel. Mamma mia. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia. Again.
The sweet taste of victory.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's a really fantastic objective reach. Wow. Let me send a message to my son and my wife because that's an important thing. I don't know if my son and my wife are watching, but I will send them a message because that's a fantastic one. And to my son as well. Wait. No, I'm really proud. Of course I'm proud. Here we go. 25,000 Juventini on the channel is something epic. Next month 30, that's a lot, huh? That's really a lot. Let's not exaggerate, but of course, step by step, that's the next objective. Yeah, wow. Yeah, people are asking me, Beppe, play the song. Pepe, bigger than the Napoli celebrations. Well, I will not go naked like we saw some people from Napoli doing it. I will not go naked, of course not. But, wow, beautiful. 25,000. Wow.
It's time.
Wow. 25,000 Juventini. That's a lot. Can you imagine? That's really a lot. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Seriously, I can't. Thank you to Nirai. Thank you to Abai. Pizza time, we did it. I can't believe that we reached 25,000 Juventini on the chat. I've sent to my wife and my son. My wife, she congratulated me. My son doesn't care. He didn't watch his phone yet. He doesn't care about what I'm saying. Hey. Wow. The day could not be better, Radovan, I agree. Hey, my son, he doesn't care. No, wait. No, it's not true. My son is watching upstairs. He's watching the live upstairs. Just received a message. He says, no. We are watching the live. They are watching the live, actually. They are watching the live upstairs. And they are super proud. No. I said my son doesn't care. But actually, he's not watching the phone. He's watching the live. Guys, a better son like that? I don't know. A better son like that one. Look, I received a message. It's not true. We are watching your live. We are really proud of you. Grande Beppe, grande Papa. You see? Fantastic. VJ, congratulations. My kids love the song. Your show is fantastic. For the kids of VJ. Il bianco che abbraccia il nero, un coro che s'alza davvero, Juve per sempre sarà. Ciao Katana, congratulations Beppe, been here since 10k, it's true, 10k, 20k, can't wait for the 100k. Thomas, Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio to launch an investigation in the number of subscribers of GJustjuve. The problem is that this can happen. Thank you VJ for the donation, but it's true, it can happen. Ciao Siamak, guys, we are in closing time. I will try this evening to go here. On the channel to speak about the journey, maybe about the game in a more relaxed way, because this live was, I don't know, I'm sorry for the people that watched in replay. Guys, this is my son. I'm very proud, of course. I'm a proud father. You know, we have to say thank you also to my son, because if I started the channel, it's also because my son, he said to me, I sent you a challenge. I challenge you. You are not able, if you open a channel of YouTube speaking in English about Juventus, to reach 1,000 subscribers in 1 year. I want to make him proud, of course. So I said, you know, I accept the challenge. And today, 3 years later, we are at 25. I believe it's important for kids to make their parents proud. I believe that. I was also trying always to make my father proud. But I also believe in the reverse, that as a parent, you still need to continue to try to make your kids proud of yourself. So both are working. Be a good parent, be a good kid, be a good player, be a good coach, be a good Juventus. Ragazzi, we did even 10 more than I was expecting. I was not expecting 25 now, to be honest, but we did it. So we are in closing time. I will try. No, I will try. It's not a promise, but nearly a promise that this evening we go live again, speaking in a more tranquillo way about Juventus. Now I will spend time a bit with the family. Thank you. Thank you to Steve Cano, to Radovan, to Abai, to Anthony, to Sir Raz. Let's try to find a way to celebrate also together in the next coming weeks, to do something for that beautiful objective. 25, it was a really beautiful one. Let's try to find something to involve the members of the channel, the subscribers of the channel, to try to do something great. Norway, DJ Name from Norway. Ciao ragazzi, buonasera. Ciao Stefano, mi saluti? Certo che ti saluto. Ciao Stefano Vartolomè. Ciao grande, grandissimo. Però te l'ho detto adesso, Stefano. Ciao ragazzi, forza. Juve, ciao. Juve 25.